I'm not gonna lie, I have no fucking plan with any of this. Completely ignore the background scenery, by the way. I just found this world and thought it was cool to record in. Most of this is gonna be background footage. But Echo Point Nova is a game that I have been absolutely loving for, like, the past, I don't know, like, year? 2 years, maybe? I don't even remember. I was gifted Echo Point Nova so long ago, and I have just been infatuated with it. So much so to the point that I have non-stop been playing it. And before I even get into it, I need to explain to you why this is so important to me. It has everything I want in a movement game. Things like, oh, I want to have more speed, I want to have a variety of guns, I want to have a beautiful landscape, an open world to look at. It has all of that, and even with its recent free expansion, by the way, and I clarify free, because it is a whole open world, my mans. A giant additional open world that is for free on an already amazing game. I have to clarify that because still to this day I do not see people playing Echo Point Nova. I grabbed my ear somehow. I have no idea how that happened. Okay, let me run it down from the top so that way I don't get distracted by myself. Echo Point Nova is a movement shooter game developed by, I believe, Greylock Studios, the same people who made a game called Severed Steel. Never played Severed Steel, but from what I've read on the devlogs, they're very similar in terms of things like voxel destruction as well as the health systems. Echo Point Nova, being a movement shooter, has an open world, which I don't think I've ever seen when it comes to movement shooters, and for good reason. A lot of the times when it comes to movement shooters, you're restrained to an area so that way you can use your movement in a very, in a way that makes the systems enjoyable. But Echo Point Nova stood out to me due to the fact that it, one, has a shit ton of weapons you can use, all of which has their own uses, and two, your movement ability is a fucking snowboard. Well, hoverboard if you want to get fucking technical with me, but no, it is literally just a goddamn snowboard, and I will not have anyone calling my bullshit on it when there is a fucking snow area. I'm getting off track again. The entire world is based off of voxels, so reasonably you would assume, oh, it doesn't look that great. Wrong. Wrong. It looks incredible. And it bewilders me how it can look this good when my PC is this shit. Seriously, I can barely run VR, much less exist. How is it this good looking? And on top of that, the systems are extremely intricate and lovely to handle. You have hit scan weapons, you've got projectile weapons, you've got snipers, you've got shotguns, you've got a myriad of bullshit. And on top of that, the leveling systems are extremely easy to comprehend. You want upgrades for it? Just start killing people with it. Boom! Easy! And you only get skins, I think, after you kill like 90 enemies with each gun. So if you want to get the skins for them, you can. The enemies. Immediately I have to get into the enemies. The enemy, so while they have variety, you've got standard walker, you've got a fucking flyer, you've got mechs, you've got snowboards. I don't know, bro. While they are all very basic, they are definitely fun to fight against if they're extremely cannon fodder. I mean, seriously, even the mechs at some point just feel like bigger cannon fodder with weak points. That's kind of insane. But at the end of the day, it makes it very fun, especially whenever you're doing scans, which are basically Echo Point Nova's version of wave shooters. The perks and cosmetics, which, yes, there's cosmetics not just for your guns, but for your character as well, are actually very well entwined with each other. You have a bunch of perks that extremely help you out during gameplay. For example, you could do a flip, and during that entire flip, which I forgot to mention, that's something you can do, you are in slow-mo for the entire duration of it, which can be pretty helpful if you like slowing down time and scoring trick shots like you're something out of a fucking 2016 montage for FaZe. But yeah, once you get more and more of the cosmetics, you keep unlocking perk points to get more of these perks. Very good, like it. And it also ties into the movement systems. One of my personal favorite perks is something called Rocket Start, where if you pull out your board right before you hit the floor, you get a burst of speed, and it makes the movement very intricate. So it allows you to become a force of nature, but then wrapping back in on itself, because of how the health is styled, you are immediately handicapped. The health is styled similar to something like Breath of the Wild, which
And ironically, the dev got his inspiration from, which, Jesus Christ, you have no idea how happy that makes me.
But because of that, it makes it to where it's not a typical health system where, oh, bang, I took 23 health from my 100 health pool. Oh no. Instead, it's a lot more of, oh shit, I took a hit and now my health is permanently down one. Which I realize seems like the exact same thing, but it actually makes for fun gameplay that prioritizes not getting hit, even though the enemies on the hardest difficulty are kind of shitters with their aim to begin with, but I fucking digress. And last but absolutely not least, the music. I'm not even gonna say anything, I'm just gonna play you a short fucking montage. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Echo Point Nova. I love this game a lot, and it really saddens me that absolutely no one talks about it, because it's just so good. With that being said, though, I have already 100%ed it on Steam again since the update came out, so I'm gonna go probably Fight for Democracy. I've really been enjoying the new update to Helldivers 2, I'm gonna be honest. Terminate caves are cool. I like them. Okay, bye. Losers.